I thought about death a lot. I was calling people to ask them to help take care of my family if I wasn't going to be here anymore. I've been a railroad engineer for 21 years. I love my job. I love doing what I do.
He worked so much and he didn't take care of himself and he didn't exercise and, burning the candle at both ends.
I started working out with a personal trainer a couple years ago, and she's amazing. And I tried to get him in, and it was always, no, mija, the gym is not really my scene.
I didn't have any exercise whatsoever in my life. At that point, my eating habits were just terrible. I ended up going to the emergency room, and my symptoms were major earache. They couldn't find anything until one of the doctors decided to do some blood work. And the blood work came back that my troponin levels were elevated, very high. And that's when everybody started to panic and realize that I had a heart attack or was going to have a heart attack. My surgeon came in and told us that it's going to be a triple bypass, that 3 of my 4, major arteries were clogged 100%. One of them was clogged 90% and my heart was pumping on 10%. And he said that I had survived the widowmaker.
It was really hard seeing him so vulnerable that he really needed anybody and everybody's help at that point.
They were down-to-earth people. They were regular people. They motivated you. They were doing the same things that they were teaching, which was the best thing. They weren't just in there going through the motions. So I think the motivation was probably the best part of the ICR.
It did take a long time to really realize that he was going to be back to normal and that he was going to be okay and that he was going to be that strong provider for me and my children.
It was me more getting him in the mindset, you need to continue to do 45 minutes on the treadmill every day. You need to do this because you have to be there to walk me down the aisle.
I've cut out a lot of foods that I learned that are bad for you in the ICR program. My life has changed drastically from that program to now.
Mondo's had an amazing outcome, and he's not limited in his activities at all, and should hopefully have a life that's not limited at all from heart disease as we're monitoring everything and everything's looking good. Here at Renown, we've developed a comprehensive program from excellent emergency room physicians that can diagnose and call the cardiologist immediately. We've also put in a lot of funding and time and education, keeping people that have had a heart attack or people that haven't, hopefully, and prevent them from ever having another event or an event in the first place.
When do we just give up? At Renown Health, the answer is simple. Never.
The first thing I said to him was that he looks so badass. In the commercial, he just was working out and you could see the fight in him to continue to be amazing.
I don't mind showing it to people. I don't. I earned that scar.
We as a family have definitely gotten closer and of course made dietary changes. But the level of activity that we try to instill in our children and do as a family has definitely increased as well.
Unconditional love. I get nothing but support from my family. Without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. What happened to me definitely makes me a fighter for sure. I'm fighting for my life, a good fight. I think life is good.